You have a name? Ooh. Careful there, bud. Watch your children. Hey guys, welcome back to Frenemies. I'm Ian.
I'm Billy Cheesy Mac.
It's a good one.
Thank you, I tried it.
And we're here for more Young Justice. So, was it in your script?
Yes.
Oh. Last episode we had the origin of Vandal Savage.
And Staryu.
Yeah, and we did see the star creature, and we saw it whenever how it got to where it was in that one specifically in season 1.
What's its actual name?
Starro. I'm pretty sure that's it. It was created like early, dude. The new team, they're working together. They're working getting their powers together.
They're working together very well.
They were, but what's her name? I always forget. Halo or Violet. She got a new.
By Halo.
No, I'm saying her normal name when she's not being a hero.
I don't know that though.
No, but that's the one they gave her.
Yeah, but you just gave away her identity.
So yeah, she got a new ability.
She can make herself more.
Yeah. So she has how many now? She's got shield, flying, blasting.
What is Halo supposed to be? Do you know?
What?
What is Halo supposed to be? Do you know? Like in comics or whatever.
I don't know. Her dad does. So I'd have to ask. But yeah. So what was it? Flying, blasting, shield, healing, duplicate. So that's 5, I think, unless I missed one. So that's that. Let's see what else we got.
You're saying she might have like 9 powers?
Wait, why?
No, you just said earlier, like in past episodes, like, oh, is she the one that has like 9 powers or whatever?
Oh no! Before I thought she might have had 13, just because I was thinking
13.
she might have been somebody called 13. But I think that's the girl that in episode, I think it was 5, whenever they were on New Genesis trying to stop her, McGann's brother. One of the girls that was with him that had like that magic that caused their crap to break.
13.
I think that's 13, like unlucky 13 or whatever. I think that's what she's supposed to be.
Not unlucky. Does that mean that's bad?
So okay, somebody had told us a bit ago that whenever we thought that Wonder Woman was Calder's coach, it was actually co-chair. So
well, I mean, maybe
because I think Calder's
how to enunciate better.
We were talking.
Probably.
We were talking.
So I think I was the one who actually brought it up. And I was just like, "Did you say coach?"
No, I said coach.
Oh yeah,
because you were talking.
No.
Yeah. Well, we were both. I think we were both talking anyway. No, yeah, because I think Calder is now the leader of the Justice League, which is interesting. That's cool. I just figured it would have been either Superman or Batman, or one of the others.
Well, I mean, Batman left.
No, I'm saying beforehand, because he was the leader before Batman left.
Wasn't Batman the original leader?
I don't know.
Pretty sure he was.
I don't know, dude. I really don't. Maybe I guess he stepped down or something because he was preparing to just like leave. Excuse me. I didn't really go into this last one, but I'm wondering like how Vandal first started out because.
Well, I mean, clearly.
No, I'm just saying like when he first became immortal, like how that went because he didn't start off being used to the amount of pain he'd be going through every time he'd be killed. Like he's been shot in the head, I'm pretty sure countless times, speared, set ablaze. Because he doesn't not feel it. He's immortal, but he still feels every bit of pain.
I mean, well, you can see how he turned out.
I'm just saying like how when he first started, can you imagine having to go through that crap to be where you're still feeling it, but you're not like every time you get like your finger crushed by a hammer.
He might.
Yeah, it's sure.
Very well might.
Yeah, he holds it all in until he gets home, and he finally just like lets it all out. He gets out a bowl of ice cream and just starts crying.
Just picture that. He like walks home. He just like sits, like goes to the freezer, just grabs like a little entire tub of ice cream, sits on the couch, watches.
And with that, we'll start the episode.
Just watches Tom and Jerry.
Miss Livewire and...
I know this part. Skip to the...
You want to tell it? Missed Livewire and Shade made...
Where does pupils go? I need these questions answered.
It's a lens over his eyes.
That would make sense.
Have you done that before?
Yeah.
Is that... No, who's that?
What's he waiting for?
Who's that?
Finding the darkness within.
Oh. I think I don't remember your name, but
That's a cool power.
I think I know you're supposed to be. I just can't
I
remember
don't
his name.
like the way he looks.
That's like, oh, Livewire. Dick just said it.
2 points. Didn't
He
think I'd
just got
actually
his
score on
face
this
covered in
mission.
gravy.
This is it.
The photo didn't indicate scale.
I like his power.
He has a really, yeah.
Do not move.
Oh, no!
Oh, hey, it's you.
You're my team. I
No!
want your back.
Whoa! Okay, she's alive. Cheshire, why are you got Cheshire? Cheshire!
Can you imagine walking in to like steal something, and then there's just this dude sitting there with an entire bowl of gravy? He's just like, you think they would just like teleport back out?
Yeah. Yeah, it's not worth it.
We've located someone who might have some intel on the League of Shadows.
Meaning we'll finally find my sister? That's wonderful.
Not so wonderful. The intel would be from my sister.
Leon's mother? That's great.
Not so
quite.
great. She may not be very cooperative.
Not very cooperative. That's excellent. Not so excellent.
He's trying, guys.
Yeah.
Forager is good at this game.
Our understanding is she's
Okay. So if something happens to him, I'm actually killing the person who made this show. Don't touch Forager.
Should you? I mean, just okay. I mean, got a good grasp on it. So that's cool.
I was kind of expecting to put like a wall.
That was cheap, though. Live
You're
wire.
Black Lightning. Heard you quit the Justice League. Must have known you were obsolete.
You're using lightning against Black Lightning. What's wrong with you?
Whoa!
Whoa!
Wearing yourself out.
It's a two-way street, kid. I can't touch you, but you can't touch me.
Dude, she's like, okay. Oh.
Forager!
No, I just thought it was funny. Then it's just like,
Oh, come on. You freaking cheap son of a-
Really sorry. Ow! That hurt.
who is she?
I don't know.
Go ahead, zap me. Absorbing lightning's totally my thing.
You've never had black lightning before.
Ooh.
Geoforce,
Huh.
return him now.
No.
You have to bring him back.
Oh, what's this? Light. That's not good for you, brother. Alright, Halo, that's enough. Hey, wait, there's not. Okay. Jesus, Halo, how many powers?
All right. How's Leon?
Oh,
And
well,
Will?
that brings me to my statement. Go see your kid.
Come on, sis. We both know she's better off without me. Hug Leon for me.
Powers.
Nightwing. Cheshire and
wish
Shade
someone else
escaped,
had this.
but I have Dr. Moon.
I've been keeping occasional tabs on Jervis
Huh.
Tetch, aka
Mad Hatter.
the Mad Hatter. 2 weeks ago, I brought along
Ooh,
my
that's a good
squad.
model for this.
Spoiler, Arrowette, and Orphan.
That's Tetch?
Orphan.
The Mad Hatter, he's kinda, well, hatless.
Clay backwash.
Gross. So you're thinking,
Yeah, it's possible anyway. We need to find a way to check. Wait. Where's
Uh-oh.
Orphan?
Oh, no, no, no! Clayface. Crap!
Is Clayface an ally of Tetch's?
They're not buddies, which means Tetch is probably controlling him.
doesn't matter. We know where Tetch is, so forget Clayface. Let's go get Hatter.
We don't know where Tetch is.
But Clayface clearly does, and I tossed a liquid tracker on him.
Nice.
Nice.
What are you doing here? I had to protect you.
From what?
Well, kind of led them to him.
Oh, yes! Clayface, protect me! Shield me!
You, time to go.
Follow! Self-destruct.
So what's this guy's name?
Which one?
This Robin?
Well, what
That's Tim, Tim Drake.
didn't you get? Now, follow!
You saying follow constantly?
Did you just tell him self-destruct, or is he talking about the button?
I think it's the button he pressed.
I'm hoping.
I like her outfit though. It's a really cool costume.
Yeah.
I like everybody's costume in here actually. Yeah, I don't know about her. I mean, I'm not the costume. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely the button.
Everyone out of the building now! You too, Hagen. The building's going to explode.
Must protect Hannah.
What in the world is he doing?
Clayface.
He can't be
didn't
dead.
make it.
No, he's just clay. Yeah, it's fine.
I think he'll be fine.
Oh, come on! We're putting bad guys where they belong. I mean, you can't tell me
Sports
Arden
master.
doesn't love this gig.
All right, sure. Part of me loves this.
Didn't think he'd be back.
Okay, yeah, I totally love this gig.
Harry! Alright. Hey!
A hockey puck? Really?
Really?
Oh, Barry, you should know. Come on.
Cadabra! Yes. Fear not.
I love him.
Better get while the getting's good.
Branchwater uses different methods, but is easily as bad as Bedlam. It's basically a metacrime covert ops unit that Stag used for corporate espionage.
Or corporate warfare. Diana, we had identified 3 links in the Branchwater chain: acquisition, coercion, and utilization.
Clayface, I forever release you from all external mental control of your actions.
Thanks, kid.
I used the same device to release Livewire and Mist after Nightwing's group left the Detroit airfield.
And what about this Stag?
Connor and I took care of him. We busted him for receiving stolen property. The Reach device Cheshire's group took from Star.
We believe Stag had grown paranoid. Because he was using metas against others, he feared someone else might use metas against him. He thought the machine would protect him against the scary meta world he himself was helping to create. Right now, I'm more concerned about Branchwater's most recent acquisition, Shade. Sportsmaster liberated him, turning him over to Hatter for a nanotech control injection, so that he wound up as Cheshire's mind-controlled stooge. But at least Stag, who was responsible for turning him into a living puppet, is no longer pulling Shade's strings.
That's what I recognize him more so.
Now that is a uniform.
Between the 7 of us, we're coordinating 6 teams of heroes, none of whom know we're working together.
It's what we all agreed to, Diana. Taking a page from the Light's own playbook to fight fire with fire.
I don't like keeping the other members of the League in the dark.
Worst case scenario, they need real deniability. Do you expect Superman to lie under oath?
Do you expect me to?
If it comes to that. As a princess of Themyscira, I expect you to use your diplomatic status to avoid taking the stand at all.
And the rest of you? Are you all prepared to lie?
That's it? No, come on. Son of a whore. So, okay. The thing, I don't know if you remember this, but do you remember the Vandal Savage episode?
Yes.
Okay, so you had said that Naboo was his son, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, you're kind of right. But the reason that I thought that you weren't is because that's just this version's story. I didn't think about that because Naboo isn't originally supposed to be his son. It's just this version because he's actually like I said before, basically almost before time kind of a thing. Before Vandal Savage, he just came down to, I forgot why, he was going against Vandal for some reason. I don't remember what it was. But no, yeah, it was just a young Justice. They made him his son in the beginning. He dies and then become the lords, the other Lords of Order. They make him a Lord of Order as well. So you were right, of course. But I was rightly confused. So.
And the only reason why I guessed that was because
they said it.
They said the name, and then I just saw the helmet. I was like,
First they showed the helmet, and then they said his children. And I was like, okay, yeah, but I mean, I was thinking that was just, Naboo was just, possessing his son like he does the other hosts. But no, I was like, no, just kidding. He's actually his son. This is the first Naboo. I'm like, oh. Cool. Crap. Because the worst part of it was, I was like really adamant. I was like, no, dude. That's not how it is.
Yeah, I know. I was like, well, I guess I am stupid.
I mean, don't get me wrong, you still are, but not for that reason. Yeah, it was. Watching during editing, I was just like, shut up, why am I still talking? I really was. Fair. I was very mad at myself just for that. But you can't blame me for being wrong. The fact that that's not the original story, but whatever.
All right. That's essentially where I've come to terms with the show, is that anything that I've ever known about superheroes, I just have to throw out the window.
That's fair. Well, not everything, because Batman still Batman, Superman still Superman, all the other characters. There's only a few select, like Martian Manhunter, his origins different, all that crap. But yeah, there are definitely some differences where if something doesn't seem right, you say something that I know isn't supposed to be right, I'll have to maybe think about it, make a possibility. It's like, I'll just I'll be like getting ready to argue and just flashback. He's right. Okay, you know what? Maybe I'll accept it. I was editing the Vandal Savage episode, and apparently, because we had talked over this because we're stupid, but you know how how Darkseid and Vandal, they met earlier in time, and they shook hands and made an agreement and such. So did you know what the agreement actually is, though?
Wasn't it that Vandal Savage is gonna do work under Darkseid?
So what they're doing is they're basically helping each other out to take control of their respective areas, and then when they're when they feel like they're at their peak of where in their area, they're basically gonna duke it out to be the ruler of all of it.
That's fair. That was a thoughtful thing on Darkseid's part, because I feel like he could have just taken it all right there.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, I think there was something they mentioned the anti-life formula. I forgot what it's called, but it's something that in the Justice League show and probably in the comics too, the Darkseid's always been after. It's if you were to get that, then it you can unravel. It's something that's really powerful that if he gets, I can't remember. Somebody please in the comments tell me, because it's gonna bug me. So
no.
In Young Justice, the Sensei guy, the old man that we didn't know who he was. Yeah. So Greg Sanders mentioned this a couple of weeks ago, I think. He's apparently, I think this is only talking about Sensei guy, is Raisha's dad. Huh? Yeah. So
whatever.
I didn't yeah. So that's one.
How do you know this?
I just told you, Greg.
No,
Sanders, he probably knows the comics better than I do. Oh my god, which isn't saying a whole lot, but I mean, I'm gonna grant that you know a whole lot. So.
I'm really unhappy that you didn't react to my joke.
I didn't hear you said. I'm so sorry.
I said that he's probably related to the Colonel.
But yeah, so Greg Sanders.
Yeah, Colonel Sanders, KFC.
Oh, Greg. I thought you were talking about Raisha's dad. I'm sorry.
Could be the same guy. Greg. That's the dude's name.
Greg.
Yeah.
Greg.
From now on.
Greg Al Ghul.
From now on, that's what I'm calling him.
Who? Raisha's dad?
Yeah, Greg.
Oh, are you talking about Greg?
Greg is Greg.
But Raisha's dad is Greg?
Greg.
Oh. Okay. So don't get confused.
It's all Gregory.
What?
Everyone's Gregory.
So Greg, don't be confused if you say
if you're suddenly in the show.
That's his fault.
He's gonna go home, look in the mirror, and be like, "Oh, he's right."
He just sees the old man.
Oh my god. Can't wait till they come out and then I just wind up dead because I found out his true identity.
Update, guys, when Young Justice is back. So Austin's not going to be joining us anymore.
So he died.
He disappeared unexplained circumstances. I'm not going to mention Greg.
But would you believe assassins? Dude, he has a top hat? He's so cool.
You have an odd fascination.
Dude, come on.
Oh, no, I do. He looked cool in here. He was a little... Because he was in the Justice League cartoon, so I knew who he was, but I recognized him more so in that outfit. I mean, not recognize, but you know what I mean. Like, I definitely see him more in that outfit than in the original one he had before. Not that I hated it. It was just unfamiliar.
Well, I hated the mask part. But now that he has the top hat on it...
Who's that? Hold on. Who's the guy, the balding, the shaved head guy, though? Is there anybody... Did they say his name?
I'm guessing that was him.
You said no.
Well, because it didn't look like him at all.
I don't know, man.
Because the events happened. So you had the shade dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like before you had the top, you know.
Right.
Then you had the shaven dude, and then you had the guy who supposedly shade, but they did it in like reverse order. That's what confused me.
Mm-hmm.
Because whenever they were talking about Shade, who the sports master broke out, which is Jesus.
Who is that guy?
They said his name was Shade.
Oh, that was Shade?
That's what they said.
Oh, I'm sorry. Jesus, okay.
So, because whenever they were describing what happened, it looked like they broke him out.
Uh-huh.
He was the guy who was shaven, and then he became Shade.
Okay. Huh.
I don't know if there was a time loop that I missed.
He seemed very reluctant to be taken.
Yeah. He also seems like not the same person.
Yeah, I know. I'm just like, what happened?
That's what confused me.
Like, is he... I don't know, just like kind of the way he was acting, reluctant to be broken out. He was very just like kept in.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't seem like the same person who Shade is. And someone like him, why? Like, what do you do to be put in prison in the first place?
Shade.
I'm just curious. Like, I don't know. And then there's that the girl Mist. Her power's cool.
Yeah.
Well, her powers actually I brought this up a couple times before, and I think when we watched My Hero. But the superpowered series I told you about before.
Uh-huh.
One of the teachers has ability, basically almost exactly like that. He becomes Mist. But not like her, to where like she's a version of herself just Mist. Like he becomes actually like basically fog and spread out.
Fair.
And so like he can make like it'd probably fill up this. It'd
probably
be like so dense in the room, like you couldn't see. Like it'd fill up the whole room, and he can make body parts solid, and so like it would be like a fist coming out of nowhere, just socking you.
That's stupid.
Like as in
broken.
It is and it isn't, because he can because like if he can't, like if you grab something, he can't form like a random piece of mist into an arm. Like a specific piece of the mist is basically the arm. So if you catch it, it can't like make something else the arm. So and organs are the same way too. So you have to be careful with that as well. So, but yeah, I thought that was really cool that it almost seemed like exactly like the character in there. But yeah, her power was really cool. I liked how Dick handled it. I'm not sure exactly what he used. It was like what's the word, cryo gas or whatever. But yeah, that Robin you asked about, that's Tim Drake. That's the third Robin they've had. So he was in season 2 as well. He just didn't have the hood, and his costume was slightly different. But I like his costume in here too.
Yeah.
Like they upgraded, and all the other the kids' costumes too. Spoiler, Orphan. What was the other one? Arrowette.
That's probably one of the worst names.
It's not the most creative, but here's the thing. What's cool about her is that she was. You're not going to really remember her, but in season 1, do you remember the Black Spider guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so in season 1, he was trying to kill someone's father, which is the little girl, or a girl, Arrowette, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think he was a reporter or something, the dad.
Okay.
And so he pulls him out of the window, and he was reporting on some gang stuff or something, and they paid Black Spider to kill him because he wouldn't shut up. So he drops him out of the window, and then Green Arrow and Artemis save him and stop Black Spider. And so that's basically like it's kind of like a behind the scenes, like this is
story.
what she was inspired by Artemis and Green Arrow. So she becomes Arrowette, which I kind of think is kind of cool. Her suit's similar to Artemis's was. Obviously, it's not the same color, and it covers a little more than hers did. Hers a little more not militaristic, but combative.
Then there's Orphan.
Yeah, I don't know anything about Orphan at all. Why would they choose the name Orphan?
To remind Batman and Robin.
So stop it. Tim is not an orphan. His parents are alive.
I thought every other Robin was an orphan.
I think it's just Dick and Jason. I think Jason's.
How many Robins are there?
In here, I think there's only 3 right now because Tim's still Robin. But there's
Jason doesn't exist.
He's alive.
He doesn't exist.
He's with Rage.
It can't be.
Why not?
It can't be him.
But the Red Hood.
Nah, it can't be anyone.
But I don't know. It seems like whenever she went to attack Mad Hatter or Clayface, who was it that asked? I think it was Spoiler. She was like, "Did you know that's who that was, or did you just not care?" So is she kind of like less? Is she kind of more like Damien in the sense of like she's a little more looser with in terms of killing and not killing? I'm wondering about that. I don't know. Her costume's cool though. It's like I don't know, and I don't know. She's obviously skilled with the sword. That's her choice of weapon. So hers is a little more of a lethal, weapon. And then there's Barry and
then there's Jason. He's like, you got a sword.
I'll
raise you my guns
later. if they go that route, he might still go with the swords. I don't know. Maybe he'll do both. That's kind of cool.
But when he's with the League, I imagine he will lean towards swords.
Well, when he leaves and gets his memories back, because he doesn't have his memory.
Yeah.
So maybe when he gets his memories back, he'll be like, "What do I need swords for?"
I want to see him, but I don't.
I know, I know. Because he starts off. I don't know if they'll go this route.
Because isn't he like basically?
He's an evil Robin, or he's a bad Robin at the beginning.
But later on, doesn't he basically turn into like an anti-villain?
Anti-hero. Yeah,
Anti-villain.
he basically becomes an anti-hero. Still kills, I believe.
Oh yeah, because that's what I meant.
But he's a little less crazy. Yeah. And also, excuse me. I mean, not also, but I was gonna say is I don't know if they're gonna go that route. I don't know if they're gonna go straight into him being good, or if they're gonna go into him, starting off kind of insane and wanting to.
Does Grayson know about him though?
About him being.
No, do the other Robins know about Jason?
Being that he used to be a Robin?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't remember remember when they have I don't know, I think it was the grotto where they had the what's the word? Whenever you honor the dead, what's it called?
Oh, the hero thing.
Yeah, I don't forget what it's called, but they had Tula and such, and they had Jason Todd, and they showed him because Tim was looking at his holographic form.
But what I'm saying is, so no one knows that he's alive.
No, because he's supposed to be dead, so they don't know that. Yeah, nobody knows that he was brought back.
Does Batman know?
I don't know, honestly. If he did, he'd be pissed. Because in the he didn't know originally. Like in the comics, he didn't right off the bat. Like he had no reason to believe. Robin's probably alive. So.
Because what movie did he?
They showed that in Under the Red Hood. Movie wise.
Wasn't that one where like the Joker just like blew him up or something?
That was in the comics too, yes. Because they did that straight from the comics. He beats him with a crowbar, and then leaves him to die in a bomb.
Yeah, I remember that being not the best movie. Well,
I know what you meant. Yeah, not the brightest.
Yeah.
The thing. Do you know why or how Jason's death came to be?
Why it happened? No.
So it's kind of messed up. Right. So. I'm talking about like in real life. Mm-hmm. People really did not like Jason. Like they did not take to him whenever he became Robin.
Oh, really?
Whenever Dick left, and then he was replaced by Jason Todd.
Well, Dick became Nightwing, right?
Yeah, but they didn't. That was before. I think it would have been a separate story arc. So, but when they were in the Batman comics, it was just like he's bringing in this new kid as Robin, and he's what's the word?
Edgier.
Not just he's uncooperative. He's not disciplined. He's kind of brat-ish, and he just doesn't listen very well. and he's more aggressive, and he was just they did not take to him very well.
Yeah.
Whenever he was caught or kidnapped by Joker, at the end of this comic, they put at the back or something a survey, vote if you want Batman to make it or not.
Wow.
Yeah. And so, as you can imagine, him not making it in time won the poll. Wow. So, yeah, they basically put Jason into the hands of the people that read the comics. So, yeah.
That's messed up, but it's kind of cool that they did that.
They kind of gave them choice, like, do you want us to keep this character? And
they kept the character.
To be fair, it did lead to a really cool character afterwards.
Yeah.
They a lot of people really love Jason, like Red Hood, like he's one of their favorites.
Yeah.
Me personally is still Nightwing, but Jason Todd's, he's Jason Todd.
He's just crazy.
He's better now. They've written him to where he's based, as you said, an anti-hero. But yeah, I don't know how they're gonna go with that route, because they didn't even show him die, because it was between seasons. Because in season 1, Dick was Robin, and then in season 2, 5 years later, Tim Drake's Robin, and there's a holograph form of Jason Todd, because he's dead. So they didn't show that at all. Don't know how soon he'd been dead either, from when we were picking up in season 2.
Because we've only essentially seen Jason twice. One is like his memorial, and then he's.
Yeah. Well,
he's not alive.
Yeah, he's also his face.
What if it's not Jason?
Then that'd be, whatever. But I'm just saying, like, because it's
just some random
kid. Then I'd be a little disappointed. At the same time, I'd be like, okay, thank God, because that might be crazy. That'll be hard to deal with. But
there's Damien.
Yeah, but we don't have to deal with that for a while.
Yeah,
he's a baby.
Just a baby.
So, unless they do a time jump for season 4, or they do a time jump in the middle of the season.
Yeah, but let's be honest. When have they ever done time jumps?
Okay.
Or, let's be honest. What character could manipulate time in this show? Looking at you, Flash.
You can't manipulate time.
Wally
he goes back. If he did that, if he went back in time and stopped Wally, then the whole world would be destroyed and Wally would be dead anyway.
What if Wally came back just from sheer will?
Well, in the comics, that does happen. I don't know if it's not sheer will, I don't think, but he does end up being brought back. I just don't know if they'll go through that. If they do, I don't know if it'll be in this season. So I really hope they do. I love Wally. I like Jason Spizak playing him. So I hope he's brought back. But real quick, I didn't know it was Billy and Barry that was driving the.
I didn't either.
That was cool. I saw him have the ring. I'm like, oh cool, Barry. And then wait a second, aren't you exposing yourself? I love this job. And I'm like, this guy just found out he's a Flash, unless he knew already. And then all of a sudden, Captain Marvel comes out. I was like, they're all here. That's so cool. I haven't seen Captain Marvel since episode 1, I believe. And we can see Barry. We only saw Barry in hologram form whenever they had the meeting.
Yeah. I didn't know that I didn't know who it was in the truck either, because I see the dude standing in the middle of the road, and then as the truck's flipping, and they're just there's no reaction until then. He's just like, oh, I love this job, and I'm just like, that's a little weird. Then, then I saw the ring,
flash ring, oh, it's Barry.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that's pretty cool.
And then it shows, but that's when I was confused again because of the kid, or not the kid. He was just
the dude.
It's cool. It's because Billy is when we first meet Billy, he's 12 years old, I believe. Because of everybody knows about how his work.
Was it a 5-year time skip?
Yeah, and then there was the 5-year time skip, and so he would have been about
17.
So he was either 11 or 12, so he'd be 15 or 16 by that time. So wait, 16 or 17, you'd be in that range. Yeah. He was a teenager. So yeah, he's probably 18 or 19 by this point, give or take.
I just think it's funny that Flash just right there makes a little quip and then punches him in the face.
Yeah. Wait, it's funny they didn't say his name. I wonder if they're gonna try to avoid saying his name at all costs, not call him Shazam or Captain Marvel.
I hope.
I hope that they just say screw you guys and just call him Captain Marvel. It's no, we do what we want, and then they get sued.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So dumb.
Yeah, I know. I like him being Captain Marvel. I'm refused to call him the other name.
Shazam.
Yeah, that one.
I only call him Shazam because I think it's funny.
It was funny. Somebody left a comment saying like, Captain Marvel's stupid. I'm not sure if he was talking about the name or the Captain Marvel in the Marvel universe, and he was saying that I do like Shazam a lot more. And I commented, I'm sorry, who? waiting for that reply. You know who you are. You know who you are.
Because like, I think the name is stupid.
Which one?
Captain Marvel for Marvel.
Yeah, of course it is. It's just
however
so on the nose.
I like Shazam.
It's not a bad name. No, I just hate that they took his name away for Marvel.
I hate the fact that they can't call him Captain Marvel because of legal reasons.
I mean, why does it even matter? Like, you're not in the same universe. Like, just let you both. If you have to have Marvel name, then just let us both have it. It's not gonna hurt anybody. Okay. Anyway, I want to get on a rant. I remember we were talking about before. You know, in episode, I think we did episode 2 or 3.
Bombs.
I don't think that was pretty good. Anyway, episode 2 or 3, when they were when Dick, Artemis, and the others were in, what was it, Markovia? Then when they were there trying to, find out about the trafficking and stuff, and they were using their suit, their tuxedo and lenses and all that stuff, and then Barb was contacting only Dick Grayson, and then they made it seem like they weren't in the loop, and then all of a sudden, it shows the Bat family, and then some of the Justice League and the team. I think of the team, it's just Dick, McGann. Was Connor there? I can't remember if Connor was there or not. Anyway, that those people know about Barb. I don't know why they're keeping Artemis out of the loop. But Wonder Woman definitely didn't seem for that at all.
No,
she was a little upset. But I do get both sides, because I mean, they're kind of supposed to be working together. It would be a little bit helpful if they knew about like what was going, like what each other was doing, so they could coordinate and help each other out. But at the same time, the government is keeping their hooks on the League. So what Batman's trying to do is to keep them. What's the word? I just blanked on the word. Deniability. What's it called?
Liability?
No. It was like something deniability or something like that. Basically, they can't be held responsible for what they're doing, what Batman and the other people are doing that aren't in the League anymore.
So liability.
Huh?
So liability.
Is it liability? Yeah. Oh, sorry. Plausible deniability. That's what it was. That's what I was trying to say. So I was right. Dagnabbit. Yeah, I said plausible deniability.
Not the first time.
I said deniability.
Yeah, that's not plausible deniability.
I said something deniability. I was asking for help. Yeah. You weren't helping me.
I did help you. Both words work.
That's not what I was going for.
Well, maybe you should be less of an idiot.
It's the one that could freaking help me out. Anyway,
I came up with the word.
You didn't come up with the word though. You said liability.
I made the word.
Oh my God! Shut up.
They call me Webster himself.
Thank you guys for joining us this week. Hope you enjoyed Young Justice. God dang it. If you enjoyed and want to be here for next week, go ahead and subscribe to us.
Click that like button.
Subscribe is really important so you can actually see when we put stuff up. If you want to follow us on Twitter, the link to that will be in the description down below. And I'll say anything. Anything you'd like to report to the fans?
Share with your family.
Maybe not. See you guys next time.